ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents the Adamson Lady Falcons,
Pounded off that bubble. Here running Christian on.
the Ateneo Lady Eagles,
They use that a lot.
the De La Salle Lady Spikers, the FEU Lady Camaras, the UP Lady Maroons,
6-5 is the score ng Bangkok.
the UPE Lady Warriors,
Nebrida with that off.
the UST Tigresses, the NU Lady Bulldogs. This is the UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody, and for volleyball fans, there is no better way to celebrate than to head right here to the arena in San Juan City to witness one of the most highly anticipated game days in Season 75 of the Women's Volleyball Tournament of your UAAP. Tampok po namin sa inyo sa ating unang laban, ang UP Lady Maroons kontra sa National University Lady Bulldogs, and following that contest, we have a rematch of last year's finals between the defending champions De La Salle University as they take on the unbeaten Ateneo Lady Eagles. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon sa Studio 23. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas, and it was with great pleasure that I am here to welcome back the Doctor, Doc Ian Laurel.
Thank you, Anton. And what a way to welcome me, no? Ang dami mong inimbita sa arena. Well, we've got a full house today. And like what Anton has said, itong NU and UP, this is their last game for the first round. So it's very important from there as well. But of course, following this one is De La Salle Ateneo game.
Yes, this is the final weekend for the first round of eliminations here in UAAP Season 75. The last game for both the Lady Maroons and the Lady Bulldogs. So let's take a look at the team standings to see what's at stake for NU and UP.
Alright, they're going to see Ateneo obviously still undefeated up to now. They're on top. And De La Salle following at 5-1. So, napaka-importante ng laro nila mamaya. But, in this first game, look at NU. They're 3-3. They're ranked 5th right now. And we know that the format here at the UAP is the Final Four. So, as early as now, NU, of course, wants to end the first round establishing themselves in that bus of the Final Four. So, they want to win this one and get into that very crucial fourth spot. For the side of UP, after winning their first match, 1-5, ngayon, 1-5 na sila. Nagsunod-sunod ng talo, and like what we said earlier, UP also wants to end their first round with a win and improve their record 2-5. So, crucial match here for NU. Of course, they're coming off a 2-game losing streak, so kailangan nilang ipanalo talaga ito, Anton.
NU obviously would like to attain solo 4th place.
Yes.
Should they win today against UP, while for the Lady Maroons, they would like to bookend their first round with a win after losing 5 straight games. Alright, let's talk about the UP Lady Maroons, Doc. UP is coming off their worst loss of the season, going up against De La Salle University last January 6.
That's right. This was a very, very quick match. Of course, De La Salle showed their dominance over the Lady Maroons in this one. And 58 minutes was all it took for De La Salle to score this 3-set win against UP. So you're right, this is one of the most devastating losses of UP. And going to this match, they should look back at this one and try to see where they went wrong. They really had no offensive output against a strong blocking De La Salle team, so they have to improve on that department. And UP really has a better chance, I think, today to get a win. Let's look at the numbers of that De La Salle against UP match. It was won by De La Salle 3 straight sets. Look at the scores, 25-15, 25-8, and 25-8 in the third. So really, this was just an all-out domination by De La Salle against UP. 75 total points against only 31 for UP, Anton.
Well, obviously, Doc, it is very difficult for a team like UP who lost its top 5 players to come up with a better season this year in the second year of Coach Jarod Hobalde. As we take a look at the numbers, you mentioned a while ago that Salle dominated UP, and the numbers evidence that fact.
Spiking department, huge difference, 35-12. Blocks, 1 only for UP, and De La Salle scoring 8 from those offensive blocks, and opponents' errors 18-22, not much difference, but the service aces glaring. 10 service aces for De La Salle and UP with none. And not only does it show that De La Salle is a good serving team, but the reception of UP faulted as well. That's why De La Salle was able to get those 10 big service aces in that match.
The battle cry for the UP Lady Maroons right now at this point of the season is help, because they need somebody, anybody from
Yes.
their squad to step up consistently to carry the scoring load. And in their last game against LaSalle, it was Jay Aliyah Ong, one of the 7 rookies on this UP team, that top scored with 4 points.
That's right, and you mentioned it, Anton. She only scored 4 points, but she was awarded the top scorer of that game. So it just shows you how desperately UP needs other players to step up, produce more numbers, like the way they did in that win against UE in their first match. But that's history. That's decades ago. Now they have to tell themselves that we need other players to step up, and Aliyah, 4 points would not be enough to win any match, especially against a tough De La Salle team. 4 points, 4 in spikes, and that was the best they could do for this one.
Well, with this being the last game of the first round for UP, it is only right that we try to get the mindset of the man behind the bench, the man sitting on the sidelines calling the shots for the Lady Maroons, Coach Jarod Hobalde. And earlier today, our courtside reporter Bea Fabregas had a chance to speak with Coach Jarod.
So, Coach, after losing to LaSalle, that marked a 5-game losing streak. So, what did you tell your players to wake them up for today's game against NU?
We had games na mostly at the end of the game dun nagkakaroon ng ng difference sa performance nila. I think naglalak talaga yung problem sa kanila, which is yung confidence, and I'm telling them a lot of time na sabi ko, every time na practice, try to to find that confidence and execute well lang yung kung ano yung usual na ginagawa nila.
Well, hopefully they find that confidence today. Thank you so much, Coach Jarod, and good luck today. Anton?
A very difficult task indeed for that man, Coach Jarod Hobalde, in his second season as the head coach of his alma mater, the University of the Philippines. Ngayon naman, Doc, pag-usapan natin ang kupunan na makakaharap ni Coach Jarod Hobalde at ng UP Lady Maroons, ang NU Lady Bulldogs. Now, in contrast to what UP went through in their last game, NU is coming off their best win of the season, a straight set win, the only straight set win for them this year. It came against the winningest team in UAAP history in the women's volleyball tournament, FEU.
That's right, Anton, and like I mentioned earlier, after suffering 2 straight setbacks, they come up with this win against FEU. And you're right, this is probably the best performance that they showed. They were fluid all the way. They were showing a lot of teamwork and a lot of experience with this match. Again, NU scoring this win in 3 straight sets, 25-11, 25-17. Dito sa third, medyo nagdelikado sila. They needed extension, 28-26. But all in all, NU was in full control of this match. 45 spikes against only 23 for FEU, 7 blocks against only 2 service aces. Bit close, 4 and 3. Opponents' errors also close, 22 and 26. But the spiking department, that's what gave NU this win against FEU, and they really need this. Sabi ko nga, itong Final Four, of course, in the eyes already of the NU Lady Bulldogs as early as now.
And Doc, this NU win against FEU is coming right after they suffered their worst defeat of the season, a straight set loss at the hands of De La Salle University. So NU showing that they have the ability to bounce back. But let's see if they can string up a second straight win today against UP. Now, let's talk about the players. If there was a most improved player award here in the UAAP, I would give it to this lady right here, Myla Pablo, who has been playing spectacular volleyball, averaging 17.2 points per game this season.
Ayan nga, sinabi nga natin, bagyo ang dating. Typhoon Pablo, and she is really the biggest surprise for the NU Lady Bulldogs. We're expecting Dindin Santiago. That's expected, but her numbers are very, very comparable to the numbers that Dindin has been showing. Myla Pablo, very dependable, and in her performance is really the breakout star for NU this year. Myla Pablo scoring close to 20 points per game. So that's very huge. So a very, very good performance in scoring 19.3 points per game. And in NU losses, she also scores 15 points. So not too bad as well. Spiking, 16.6 spikes per game and 9.6 in those 3 losses that NU has suffered. But Pablo, we can see that NU really has a strong lineup. On paper, Anton, they have it, but it's really how they play together, their teamwork. Yun na lang ang nagkukulang. Pablo could be a very, very vital, could play a very vital role in keeping this team together and making sure that they're on the same page all the time.
And she also stepped back big after being silenced against LaSalle, wherein she was limited to just 7 points.
Yeah.
Bounced back against FU and top scored for them with 18. All right, we heard from Coach Jared of UP. Ngayon naman, let's hear from the coach of NU, third-year head coach Francis Vicente. And earlier today, Kat Salo had a chance to speak with him. Let's listen in on that interview.
Coach Vince, how important is winning today against UP after your 2-game losing streak? And where do you think the girls should improve?
For us, for me, it's very important. No? So, it is moral boosting for them. So, maganda yung magiging standing nila, 4-3, kung mananalo sila. Tapos, siguro from the previous game that we have encountered, we lack on quickness of movement. Tapos, in floor defense, we have to enhance them more so that the winning streak will be there. So, kailangan sila mag-improve sa lahat ng bagay, especially yung attitude nila towards the game. Na lagi na lang nauna kaming 2 set, bilang bibitaw sila, tapos saka habol. So, hanggang sa umabot sa pagkatalo nila.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck later. Anton and Ian?
Well, that was a very calm and relaxed Coach
Hanggang
Francis
ngayon, ha?
Vicente. Pati ngayon, he's meditating right now, hoping that his team won't be relaxed on the court. He hopes that they will be ferocious against UP today to move ahead in the team standings to improve the record to 4 wins and 3 defeats. Of course, UP will be led by Coach Jared Obalde. So let's see what UP has in store for the Lady Bulldogs. You're watching Season 75 of the UAAP. It is NU taking on UP. When we come back, keep it right here, only here on Studio 23.
This is the UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament. UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament.
In the Women's Volleyball Tournament of Ohio Season 75 UAAP. Officiating this match, first referee, Nonoy Lopez, national referee. Our second referee, Muboy Rojas, national referee. Now introducing the teams. First, the starters for the UP Lady Maroons. Number 8, Catherine Bersola. Number 11, team captain, Ana Del Mundo. Number 2, Lisel Chu. Number 15, Hannah Maulabnan. Number 16, Princess Sid. Number 10, Nicole Tianzon. Their libero, number 12, Princess Geiser. And the head coach of the Lady Maroons, Jared Obalde. And now starting for this season's UAAP hosts, the National University Lady Bulldogs. Number 2, Ivy Perez. Number 1, Desiree Dadam. Number 11, Myla Pablo. Number 8, Kai Nepomuceno. Number 16, team captain, Dindin Santiago. Number 9, Aiko Urdas. Their libero, number 12, birthday girl, Jen Reyes. And the head coach of the Lady Bulldogs, Francis Vicente.
Welcome once again to our exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage of Season 75 of the Women's Volleyball Tournament of your UAAP. You see the starters on your screens. And Doc, grabe, the atmosphere is just electric. I think this is the first time that a volleyball crowd has arrived here at the arena this early.
Very, very early. For those of you who still want to make your way to the arena, make sure you park your car somewhere else and just walk when you're close by, because the parking's really tough right now. But that's just how it is, Anton. Today's really a day that people have been looking forward to, especially with the second game that we're having today.
But first,
Yes.
we take care of business here. UP and National University to kick off the final weekend in the first round of eliminations for Season 75.
Very important for NU to get this win. You know, they don't want to look back when the Final Four, when it's time for the Final Four, and they look back at this game that they could have made it to the Final Four. May ganun eh. So kailangan they gotta get all the wins that they can.
They're trying to get above 500
Mm-hmm.
in terms of their win-loss card. Before the end of the first round, Myla Pablo, that one goes long.
Coach Francis Vicente was talking about the confidence and kumpiyansa that they should have going into this second round. And I think this win, if they do get this win, would really help in that assessment of Coach Francis na kulang sa NU sa ngayon.
Well, so far, NU this year has come up with a 2-game winning streak, which was against UST and then UE. Oh! Dadang with a service error there. All right, let's get a courtside update right now on the side of UP with Bea Fabregas.
Anton and Ian, I spoke with graduating senior Karen Del Rosario and I asked her what happened to the team after that straight set loss against LaSalle, and she said, actually, hindi lang yung game against LaSalle yung pinag-usapan namin. Pinag-usapan namin lahat ng previous games as we analyzed what was wrong. As they tried to get to the root of their problem, the Lady Maroons realized that they lack a huge effort to communicate with each other and on and off the court. Minsan, pumapasok sila sa court, iba-iba ang pagkakaintindi nila sa sinabi ni Coach Jared. And this, of course, causes a lack of unity. However, they have come up with a game plan for today, and they are hoping that the regrouping as a team keeps everyone in sync as they play the Lady Bulldogs. Anton and Ian?
Thank you, Bea, for that report. Another service error, this time from Myla Pablo.
And all the good plays that they've made so far, they just returned the favor to UP with those service errors. That's why we have a tied score at 3-all. This could have been really a wide margin by now, but really those service errors hurting NU.
They should not take those service opportunities for granted. Running spike by Dindin Santiago. Now, Doc, going back to Bea's report, how important is communication for a team, the oneness of a certain group to focus towards achieving one goal?
I always thought that I was the only one who gets lost in translation, but it seems that UP has the same problem. So sometimes it's so hard for the coach to make sure that everyone understands what he says. So sometimes it's really up to the players themselves. So a leader on the floor would definitely help. The team captain should be the one doing that whenever he's on the floor. The setter could also play that role. So this is a very young UP team. Expect some of those missing parts for now, but next year, who knows? A better team, definitely.
Well, this is a team that can start building with the 7 additions. Imagine 7 additions. So that's half the team. And that could also be part of the reason why they're not on the same page at this point, because they're still trying to get to know each other. All right, let's go now to the other side and hear from Kat Sala, who's reporting for NU.
The 2-game loss was a distant memory for the NU Lady Bulldogs, as they are definitely in high spirits today and they're keeping their fighting and focused mindset. And although they are going against a winless UP, taking the Maroons for granted is not an option. In fact, number 8, Heine Pomoceno said that NU will double their effort from the FEU game kasi ayaw nilang maulit yung nangyari sa kanila during the Ateneo and LaSalle games. Anton and Ian?
Thank you, Katz.
Well, that's one thing NU shouldn't do. Take this game for granted. And UP keeping in step. 5-all in the first. Pati sa blocking, nakakasabay ang UP dito sa first.
Katz mentioned that Ateneo and then LaSalle's schedule for National University, they were up 2-0 against Ateneo.
Yeah.
They had them on the ropes and then they let it slip. They collapsed. And
Monumental.
And I guess because of that collapse, it carried on in the game against LaSalle wherein they lost in straight sets. So now NU is in the process of trying to recover. But UP is right there with them.
Sabi siya, pati blocking, nakakasabay tong UP and definitely the height advantage going in favor of NU, but it's not the case right now. Itong UP nakakasabay. And we're tied at 6 here in the first.
Santiago from the back row. That goes wide. It's a point for UP. Lady Maroons are on top, 7-6.
7-6 in the first. Jen Reyes celebrating her birthday today, Anton. Happy birthday to Jen Reyes.
Happy birthday to Jen Reyes.
The number 1 libero so far here in the first, according to stats, is Jen Reyes.
And
congratulations, happy birthday.
The best libero 2 years ago, season 73. Few was denied there. Mangulabnan from the back row. Perez sets to the open hit. Aiko Urdas flies in for that one.
Finally, a good play again from UP. But let's see if they can get this service in, because that's been the case so far.
This is an Owishi, oh wow, moment of the game. Perez to Aiko Urdas. Owishi, oh wow, open up to everyday surprises. Oh, nobody there to pick it up.
And it's UP going to the first game, but they're tough, 8-7.
NU is out of sync at this point. Back with more volleyball action, only here on Studio 23. You're looking at the jam-packed arena in San Juan City, which was already getting filled up as early as 12:30 today.
Wala nang maupuan, if you folks can see. And this is, of course, in anticipation of the second game that we have today, of course.
And it was raining a while ago, and as I was coming into the arena, there was still a horde of fans lining up for tickets.
Up to now, I guess. The line's still there.
8-7 is our tally. UP making things interesting here, Doc.
UP with the lead. And they're just keeping in step, and like what I said, even I think they are ahead in the blocking department as of this first set.
Myla Pablo finding the open spot. Bersola out of position there, so he's knotted up once again, this time at 8. It's nice to see Ivy Perez playing again. Remember, a couple of games ago, last year, she dislocated her left thumb. That's why it's
heavily taped.
Yeah, heavily taped.
Nice set.
Pablo this time going down the line.
That is money in the bank for Pablo. If she gets a set as good as that, and there's just one blocker in front of her, it's almost a sure point for Pablo.
2 straight points now after that break. Ivy Perez, where you see that heavily taped left hand.
Ooh.
Is that the 4th service error,
Doc? I guess. 4th, 5th. But it's something that NU or Coach Francis probably did not expect to happen here in the first set. Service errors just killing them right now.
And Doc, NU is the #1 team in terms of service aces tallied at this point of the season, 49.
Wow.
So very unlike the Lady Bulldogs. Heine Pomoceno.
what they say, no? Ang service kasi, it's just really yourself, the ball and the net, and it's really concentration and focus. So, bakit itong NU nadi-distract sa, sa arena that we have? That is a service ace. Finally, Dadang gets that ball in, gets an ace.
Once again, this is the last game in the first round for the teams playing today. Tomorrow, we wrap up the first round with UE and Adamson playing in our first game, followed by USE and FEU.
Again, important games for those teams, because we expect really a tight Final Four for this year, Anton.
Yes. NU would like to move into solo fourth place temporarily, because right now Adamson's record is 3 wins and 3 defeats. Same as NU right now, but if the Lady Bulldogs win this one, they will improve to 4 wins and 3 defeats. But that won't happen if UP has anything to do with it, and right now they're very scrappy.
Yeah.
And sticking close to the Lady Bulldogs. Nepomuceno! Drop ball works.
Very smart play. She knew that she had one blocker in front of her. Her approach was kind of off, medyo bitin, and she had to reach over and winning that point against Se.
Well, Kai Nepomuceno this season, Doc, has taken the back seat.
Correct.
For Dindin Santiago, but we didn't expect her to score less than Myla Pablo.
Yeah. Sabi ko nga, yung surprise sa lahat, Myla Pablo, comparable to the numbers that Dindin has been producing so far.
Yeah. All right, let's hear now from Coach Zara Dobalde, who just called the timeout.
Huwag nyo nabantayan yung sa sides kasi ang gagawin niyan, ibabaw. Okay, sa ibabaw, lalo na pag-open. Pag mga quick yan, parating papalo sa side yan. Hindi yung gagawa ng way na parang pipitin ibabaw kasi hindi sure sa set eh. Pwede maging low yung set. Ito, ibabaw yung set pag-open. So, mangyayari, babantayan natin. Okay, yung straight pa rin. Yung libero natin, Princess, bantayan mo na ngayon kung saan siya naka-face. Okay, ganyan lang mangyayari dyan. Kung saan nakatapat, kung nag-angle dito, yung open natin dyan. Okay, make sure lang nakatapat kayo sa spiker. Ha? Tara, kaya natin yan. Let's go.
You beat! One!
Alright, Anton, can you tell us what he meant by those instructions?
I was distracted by that iPad that I saw. It seems that all the coaches
have them now.
I first saw it in the hands of Coach
Oji Mamon. Yeah, I remember that.
And now I see Coach Jared with that iPad.
Well,
I see Coach Francis.
Everyone has it. And I think that's a requirement right now. To be a coach, you should have. Coach Jared was emphasizing to his players that the attempts or the attacks of NU go over the block. Huwag nyo nang hanapin yung butas sa gilid ng block sa taas na. So that entirely changes the floor defense as well. So yung libero, yung ibang hindi sumasabay sa block, they will adjust. Let's see if this young UP team could put into action what Coach Jarrod has mentioned in timeout.
Right now, though, NU has established its biggest lead of the game. What a turnaround after going down 8-7. Right now, we head into our second technical timeout. We'll be back. City camp led by Coach Francis Vicente. Dindin Santiago right at the top of the net.
Grabe,
for that
no?
easy point.
That's like a gimme already. Ilista mo na, ika nga, pagka ganun ka over yung reception at si Dindin Santiago yung nasa harap. She doesn't even have to jump, I think, Anton. Diba? Taas na yung kamay niya. Lalampas na yung kamay niya sa net.
And immediately, in her return to the UAAP in a new uniform, Dindin Santiago thrust into the spotlight, the new face of the NU Lady Bulldogs, and she has one more year in case they don't get the job done this year to play here in the UAAP and try to lead NU to their championship.
Another service error. I think that's the 5th or the 6th. Nice dig by Reyes. Again, Pablo just finding a way to score.
17-10.
That's good. That's in.
Del Mundo goes to the open set, but the double block was there for NU, Santiago, and
Yes.
Nepomuceno.
Probably the toughest block so far. I think Nepomuceno is in the top 5 of the blockers in the standings in that department. Of course, Dindin Santiago, well, the obvious fact that she's their middle blocker, she stands 6 feet 2 inches, gives a lot of attackers of their opponents huge challenges to get it across.
NU is also number 1 in terms of the number of block points tallied here in the UAP, 57 so far.
Wow.
Ivy Perez doing a good job of varying her sets, and another
7
service error for the best team in terms of
service points. 11 ang score ng UP. If 7 of those came from serves, that's like more than the output that they have on the board.
Well, one of the things that NU has to try and fix is
Giveaway points then.
their errors. They average a whopping 36.3 errors a game. Let's take a look at this right here.
There you go. The net violation called right there on NU, and
I knew it.
yeah, outside. Good read by the birthday girl, Jen Reyes.
Karen Del Rosario coming in for UP's leading scorer, Princess Se. And now it is Kai Nepomuceno, who is averaging 9.8 points per game. Only 9.8 points per game, huh?
Half of the output of
And we know she's capable of doing a lot more because she was leading NU in scoring for the past 2 seasons. As we take a look at Coach Jarod Robalde, taking over from Coach Vip Isada last year. Mangulabnan will get the point for UP. The lefty.
Jen Reyes and Nepomuceno, they were too close to each other, and nagkahiyaan, ano? Last second, pulled out her hand, and that's why it went out. Outside.
Another good read by Jen Reyes, the birthday girl. So NU is closing in on taking the first set here against UP. Santiago and the rest of the Lady Bulldogs hoping to notch win number 4 here in season 75.
Ooh, Nepomuceno, back-to-back big errors, defensive lapses on her part.
I'd like to see how many errors NU committed at the end of this set.
Yeah, we're gonna... we can expect really high numbers in that department.
Again, they averaged 36.3. Marzan.
That's close to the official.
And sometimes the problem of UP, which was the first ball comes back to haunt them. That was their problem last year. They seem to have improved it a little bit this year, but now it's coming back. They had to adjust for that Bersola.
Perez is called for a net touch, or is it Marzan? Either one of them. And point going for UP, Anton.
Back in the game, leading scorer for UP, averaging 6.2 per contest. Here's Bersola. Nepomuceno pops it up. Perez goes to Myla Pablo off that double block. Del Mundo trying to take matters into her own hands. Santiago now from the back row goes off speed and stymies the UP defense.
Everyone from UP was expecting a strong hit from Dindin. Look at what she does. Just flips her wrist, gets the top spin going, and it lands softly right just after the attack line. Good play from Dindin Santiago.
And now, Lady Bulldogs have arrived at set point. Here's Ivy Perez. Serving with that heavily taped left hand.
Wow, they should practice this. I'm sure Coach Francis, we're looking at him right now, probably trying to recall, did they practice the serve during the warm-up?
8 service errors now for the Lady Bulldogs. Here's Nepomuceno. Not yet. Able to close it out. Mangulabnan, dug up by Jen Reyes. Santiago had to adjust. Free ball for UP. Del Mundo goes to Se. Double block was there. Mangulabnan gets it over to the NU side. Pablo finishes the job. And NU takes the first set. Take a look at it one more time. Perez, perfect set to the perfect open spiker, Myla Pablo. UP started off hot, led NU 8-7, but the Lady Bulldogs woke up and pulled away, taking the first set 25-16. You're watching Season 75 of the UAAP Women's Volleyball Tournament, brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports. You're still watching our exclusive ABS-CBN Sports coverage of Season 75 of the UAAP National University. Leads the University of the Philippines 1-0 after taking set number 1, 25-16.
First set, we were very, very close in the beginning. In fact, we were tied at 9 all, and it was just because of the service errors of NU. They would definitely execute a good play, and after that, when it's their turn to serve, itong NU will send it into the net or outside. So that's what kept the UP close in the opening part of the set. But right after that, when they got their grooves going after the first technical timeout, they suddenly stepped on the gas pedal and they really established a big lead. But still, those service errors keep on haunting them, no? Each and every time. And basically, that's, I think, the main factor that NU has to work on for this second set. Let's look at the numbers right now. Unforced errors, kagad. Kinalimutan yung attacks, no? Unforced errors 9 for NU and 6 for UP, and attack points 14-5. Obviously, they would dominate that department. Itong blocks ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, halos nagtikit lang. 3 and 2 in the first set. Service aces, NU has 2 and none for UP.
Well, imagine that. 9 unforced errors, 8 of those unforced errors were service errors. Wow. Now imagine if they committed perhaps just 2 or 3 service errors. That would have limited it big time. All right. We're set for set number 2 here in UAAP Season 75. Anton Rojas alongside Doc Ian Laurel. We have Kat Salaw and Bea Fabregas reporting at courtside.
Dadang was the set of Perez to Dadang was very, very low. No chance for Dadang to get it across, and that spiking error gives UP the first point of the second set.
Have you ever dealt with an injury to your hands during your playing days?
A lot of times.
And how do you adjust to that, like Perez is adjusting now?
Not as serious as what Perez had, but during my time, we really had to put lots and lots of things. And being a setter, that's very, very hard, because the more fingers that you tape together, you somehow sacrifice some control of the ball. So I think that's the biggest factor right there, especially for a setter such as Perez. But that I'm sure she's adjusted by now. Her left hand heavily taped. So far, she's being able to control it. Yun nga lang, may mga times pag mabilisan yung balik ng bola, that's where she commits those lapses in setting.
Perez injured that left hand while trying to block. It got dislocated. She had to be taken to the hospital. She left the game. That's why I'm very surprised to see her back on the floor here in the new year. But her hand is clearly not 100% yet because it's heavily taped like that. Look at this. UP again, starting off hot here. in the
3-1.
second set. Yeah, 3-0 a while ago before NU finally got a point.
Good reception by Ong. She gets it back. The block of Nepomuceno. Oh, Dindin's gonna win that one.
She saw the play happen before it did.
Look at this. Look at where Dindin... Eto, dito pa lang alam na natin eh.
She just casually stepped in front of the net and waited, and then boom.
That's right.
3-2. 2 straight points now for NU, and that is service error number 9. Not a good thing.
I think I haven't seen a team serve this bad before. Wow.
Do you think NU has issues in terms of being complacent in certain games against certain opponents?
Well, they definitely shown that, and even it doesn't matter who they're playing against, no? Nung malalakas yung kalaban lang, like what you said, they won the first 2 sets, but suddenly they collapse. And itong sa UP, I think it's the same kind of problem that they're showing us right now.
All right, let's get an update right now on the UP side with Bea Fabregas.
Anton and Ian, during the timeout, Coach Jared told us girls to take note of the defense of the Lady Bulldogs today. Wide ang defense nila, malalaki sila at mahirap gumalaw ang mga yan. Ang libero lang ang pumahabol ng lahat ng bola. Ang kailangan natin gawin, mag-create tayo ng attack to battle their defense. Coach Jared wants variation in this set, pag-aralan at subukan ang lahat as they take it one step at a time. Anton and Ian?
Well, it's nice of Coach Jared to highlight the effort of the libero, of the opponent.
Siya lang daw eh. All the rest would have some more difficulty in defending, chasing down those balls, getting into position. And he could be right.
Well, let's see though if the players of Coach Jared will heed his instruction and try to show more variety. Of course, it boils down to the setter, Del Mundo. Who will she go to? That time she went to Tiamzon. Nepomuceno. Double block was there. Back set now. Mangulabnan.
Against 2 very tall blockers, Mangulabnan gets the point.
You know, Hannah Mangulabnan, this lefty, she's showing a lot of power despite being really small and very slim young lady.
Based on the replay, I like what she did. Hindi niya na inantay si Dindin, ano? Pinatama niya doon sa mas maliit na blocker. And that's how she got that point.
But this is the response of Dindin. Specialty of the house.
Yeah.
Running hit. Going to the back row, nobody home for UP.
Such a very talented middle attacker.
Perez now goes to Aiko Urdas. And Geyser with the last touch. So, MU with another point.
Nice setup there for Urdas. Although it was a miss hit, kita mo parang medyo mahina yung patama niya sa bola, but still, they managed to get a point off of it. So, good play there for the Lady Bulldogs.
Del Mundo goes to the middle. Princess there.
Nice play right there. Iniwas talaga nila kay Dindin. See, Dindin wasn't in position. She wasn't exactly facing Se that time.
Well, let's see if UP will go more to Princess Se. Del Mundo this time to Tiamzon. Nothing there. Perez to Dindin, had to adjust. Somehow, Perez is able to keep it alive. Free ball for UP. Del Mundo. Oh, Se. Going for the drop ball. Dindin was there slamming it in the face of Perez. No point yet. Wild rally we're having here. Perez tries that drop ball. Mangulabnan was there. Tiamzon down the line. Oh, baby.
Wow. NU is being schooled here by UP in defense. Lahat ng binabato ng NU nasasagot at nadidepensahan ng UP, and they ended up with that great down-the-line hit from UP.
Let's see how NU responds. Dindin Santiago running hit once again. NU back on top, 8-7. One City waiting in anticipation of the first match between Ateneo and LaSalle today, but they're getting a treat here in the first game because
I was about to say that.
they're seeing perhaps the best middle blocker in the league right now, Dindin Santiago, and her return.
I mean, the fans that we have in the arena, they have to find some way to release their energy at the moment. And definitely this match proving that it's really worth it. Etong NU, those errors just basically motivating, their errors motivate UP more.
And UP, you put it best, on several rallies, schooling NU.
Oo. Lahat ng pinapalo ng NU, UP makes it look so easy how they pick it up. This time, mababa ng konti set. Ayan, see. Wala. Nakalusot nga sa block, but not at the net.
9-7, NU
Nice
on
serve.
top. Birthday girl gets it to Perez.
Nice defense by Se. Oh, see, nakalusot na naman. Tiamzon gets it through the block.
Of Perez and Dada.
Look at this. Double block. Medyo maluwag, late, but still, it passed through Perez all by her lonesome.
Targeting that injured left hand of Perez was Tiamzon. Oh! UP! Block party!
Wow. Double block, solid one. Well-read play there. This is Pablo.
And these are the veterans of UP, Se and Del Mundo. All right, let's go now to NU and hear from Kat Salo.
That first set was actually poor performance for Coach Vince, and that just shows how Coach Vince does not just want the girls to win the game, but also to perform brilliantly doing it. Dindin Santiago mentioned that in its defense and service errors that they need to pull up, but for Coach Vince, it's definitely those unwanted service errors. And bilang ni Coach, ipasok muna ang bola. He also reminded the girls to control their overs, not just getting the ball over, but also to not let their overconfidence get to them. Anton and Ian?
Thank you, Kat. Well, overconfidence was a topic that I brought up a while ago.
Yeah.
I asked you whether you thought NU was being complacent going up against the teams in the lower portion of the standings.
That's right, that's right. And it's so hard for a coach to see that in his players na kailangan laging parang may wake-up call lagi. Kailangan medyo matalo muna.
Yeah.
Kailangan may matalong set or makahabol yung kalaban before they actually finish the job, no? So, dun mo makikita yung mga talagang championship caliber teams. They don't mind how big their lead is. They just keep on going until they finish the match.
They don't take any team for granted, any game for granted. And look at that, Ong blasting it through that double block for the point. Perez, Pablo denied. Santiago from the back row, dug up by Tiamzon. Mangulabnan from the back row also for UP. Pablo once again.
Almost a good save there, but it was just so strong coming from that outside hit of Pablo. But the defense of UP still holding up. Kita mo, meron pa rin silang touches kahit na malalakas na yung pinapalo nitong NU.
So UP sticking close here in the second set, 13-10. Geyser was there. Ong. Jen Reyes digs it up. Perez. Goes to Kai Nepomuceno.
Pretty play right there. And that's kind of play that Kai Nepomuceno could be very, very effective with. Nakatago, very quiet, and then all of a sudden she pops up that differential. Single block, kayang-kaya na ni Kayon, and she got that point.
And that sort of mirrors the role of Kai Nepomuceno this year also. Nakatago, because she's the third scorer right now behind that lady, Pablo and Santiago. But we know she's capable of scoring big. Nakatago lang siya, and when it's time to shine, she can just step in.
Like what she did in that previous play. And now back to the limelight. Ika nga, back to Pablo. But it's really up to Perez. You've got two strong attackers.
Yeah.
You just have to choose who to give it to at the proper time. Yun lang. That's her job.
Another service ace there for the #1 service team in the UAAP, National University, and they are up by 16-10. Again, as we are greeting you from right inside the jam-packed arena in San Juan City for this doubleheader. National University versus UP taking on Ateneo and LaSalle. Excuse me, Ateneo and LaSalle in our second game. Right now we are witnessing NU versus UP.
16-10. This is how the first set developed. They get up to 9 and 10 and suddenly itong NU biglang lalayo.
And we focused the camera a while ago to Amanda Villanueva of Adamson University, so there seem to be some other players in the crowd as well.
Yeah, I saw them earlier. Angela Binting's also there. I saw some players from UST as well. And I'm sure everyone's excited to see what's going to happen. Wow. Outside serve for Perez.
So another service error. That's service error number 10.
Wow.
For NU. NU, though, just 8 points away from taking this second set. Bersola. Oh, Bersola right there.
Good block by Bersola. Good read. Went up by her lonesome. Still managed to get that single block on that. And look at that. Ganda ng timing.
Bersola, the future for UP, the tallest player on the squad right now. A rookie. It will be interesting to see how she develops as a player moving forward, as well as the other rookies as well. We were talking about Jay Aliyah Ong at the start of the coverage. Here she is going off speed. Santiago.
Sabi nga ni Coach Jarod, they're definitely tall, but that makes them slow to react. On floor defense, mukhang tama si Coach Jarod sa kanyang assessment.
Trying to find that weak spot on this very talented NU team. Santiago going off speed there, getting the point.
The set was a bit low. Didn't Santiago told Perez you gotta set it higher, but nevertheless, still gets the point.
Dindin has been the most vocal player in terms of always telling the setter how she wants the ball to be tossed up to her. How difficult is it to set the ball up to a really tall player like Dindin?
It's very, very hard. If you're used to setting with average height players, you know more or less the height that you want. Pero pag si Dindin, hindi mo masabi, especially for a back row attack. Back row attacks are made to be set low. But in her case, you go against the grain, ika nga, you have to set it really, really high. That's why you want to set it low kasi at least may konting element of surprise dahil nga sa back row naman gagaling yung atake. But for Dindin, it's the opposite. There's no way to set it but higher than usual.
But it's good that Dindin is communicating and letting the setter know how she wants it to be done.
See, another low set. She makes do with it though, but that's not the way you set it to Dindin.
Take a look at it one more time, Doc.
It's like level ng ulo niya yung bola, no? So mahirapan talaga siyang maka-full extension doon sa kanyang palo.
When she's in the air, she's like, okay, I'm gonna hit it hard, and then pag nakita niya, mababa, adjust na lang.
Oh, nice defense by UP.
Double block was there. Jams on one more time. It goes straight to the net. Point for NU.
Tough block for Kiamzon. You've got Nepomuceno and Dindin. Wow.
Del Mundo. Back set. Mangulabnan had to adjust. Santiago adjusting there. Hitting it with the left hand. Santiago slamming it against Bersola. Here's Mangulabnan. Oh, a miss hit.
Yeah, that was into the net. Linden very busy right now over at the net, moving right and left. Umabol pa siya dito, but ayun, straight into the tape.
You mentioned
palo.
very busy Dindin Santiago. Nakita kasi ni Mangulabnan, parating na si Dindin. Tried to
Yeah,
avoid her.
Yeah, iniwas eh. No? Bersola. That was a sliding quick play, but the set was straight up. So, hindi talaga maaabutan ni Bersola yung set. And he is just an intimidating presence in the middle, Dindin Santiago. So, the attackers of the opponent really have to work their way around the defense of Dindin. Sometimes nakakaiwas sila, nalilito na rin sila.
Look at this adjustment, Doc. Setter Ivy Perez comes out. He brings in one of the 4 rookies on the team, May Guillerma. And we've rarely seen her here this season.
She's going to be the setter. Nice block. Now it's a free ball. Tingnan natin ang return play.
Here's Guillerma to Dindin Santiago.
Gets one good set though. And the set.
And Santiago likes the way Guillerma set it up for her. Great way to close out set number 2. One more time. Vera May Guillerma, fresh off the bench, doing a good job of setting it up to Dindin Santiago, the number 1 scorer on this NU team. 25-14 is the tally in the second set. Lady Bulldogs now up 2-0. National University looking to close in on that 4th win here in UAP Season 75. They lead UP 2-0. And in set number 2, Doc, it was a complete team effort. We saw Kai Nepomuceno get some kills, as well as Dindin Santiago, of course, and Myla Pablo.
Exactly. Itong si Dindin Santiago went to work here in the second set, both in blocking and in offense, and Pablo kind of slowed down, but like what you said, Nepomuceno came into the picture, and that's what she does right now for NU. Whenever Pablo is guarded very well, that's the time that Nepomuceno should get the sets, because she is definitely capable of scoring the points as well. Itong UP had some very, very interesting moments right there, defending very well. Again, the attack of NU, scoring against them in some place, and that lasted for the probably first half of that set. 7 attack points for UP, 12 for NU. Blocks, 3 lang para sa NU and 2 para sa UP. Service aces, we have 2 for NU. And unforced errors, ito medyo napababa ng NU. Only 5 this time compared to the 10 that they had in that first set. 8 now for UP. So better performance for NU. They only need this third set to close out this match against UP.
Maraming salamat muli sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon sa Studio 23. Don Rojas, kasama si Doc Ian Laurel. We also have Bea Fabregas reporting for UP, and Kat Salaw doing the courtside duties for NU. Jam-packed arena in San Juan City. This is brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports. NU versus UP. UP hoping to win at least a set here, because that is something they haven't done since their first game of the season against UE, which happened on December 2.
Again, itong NU, if they do win this game, Anton, they will land in 4th place, solo 4th place for the meantime, sabi mo nga, and that's very, very huge, no? Kasi they don't want to miss that Final 4 seat especially with a very, very tight race that we're expecting once the second round starts off or kicks off. You've got Adamson, you've got UST, you've even got FEU in the hunt for that final seat. So talagang importante sa kanila itong laban na to. For UP, their first win to open up this season, they want to, of course, get another one before this round ends. So this is their last chance to do it. They're down by 2 sets. Let's see what happens.
That's another service error for NU, so that brings up their total to 11
already.
Service errors here. Yeah, you mentioned FEU. Finally, they got their first win under comebacking head coach Kid Santos. So let's see if that will get the Tamaraws rolling. Tamaraws will play tomorrow in the second game against UST. And the reason why NU will have a temporary hold at 4th place should they finish the job here against UP is because Adamson still has to play their last game of the first round tomorrow against UE in the first game.
Oh, that's outside. Again, if you're NU, you don't want to fall into that trap of being too relaxed, too complacent. After winning the first 2 sets, you think it's all over. But yun, doon nakakabawi yung kalaban once you think that way in the third.
And it's happened before against Ateneo.
It's happened to the best of them.
Yeah.
Anyone, it can happen. Ayun na, Coach Francis alarmed. He shouldn't be standing up in this third set as early as now, but they're down by 3, UP 4. And itong NU just a single point so far in the third.
And this is a very serious NU camp right now. I'm seeing Coach Junel Bakuli also on the bench now of NU. Remember, when they went up 2-0 against Ateneo, it was a very jolly NU team. They were celebrating. Myla Pablo was going bang-bang. Coach Francis Vicente was dancing.
What was Junel doing?
Well, he was talking to Coach Francis. Obviously, I can't hear what they're talking about. I can't read their lips from here. But he's there. And just his presence being there, you know, that puts the players on their toes, and the coach as well.
And itong UP has, it seems that they have recovered from those 2 sets that they lost. Parang ibang pinapakitang sigla, no, itong UP to itong third set.
Iba rin kasing players ang pinapakita ngayon ni Coach Jarod Hobalde. Another rookie, Pam Legaspi, on the floor. Well, trying to see if there's anybody who can step up. Remember, ang battle cry ng UP ngayon, help! Help wanted! They really need to find players who will contribute for them.
Keeping it alive is Santiago. Let's see. Single block by Nepomuceno is good.
Abad. Perez goes to the open hit. Aiko Urdas. Received there by Princess Geyser. And they're stumbling there. So UP keeping things interesting here. 3-point lead here in this do-or-die third set for them. Catherine Bersola. Perez to Nepomuceno, who flies in for that point.
That is inside. It hits the line by Nepomuceno. Very effective in that play. So I guess that's going to be her trademark play for this year. Attacking from the middle as a combination as the second hitter. Ayun, exacto, right on the line.
And that's something that we didn't see a lot from Kai Nepomuceno in the previous years. Normally, they would always go to her on the open hit. So attacking from the middle is something that Kai has been working on here in season 75. Santiago knows all about attacking from the middle.
Perfect set this time. I like the way that Perez set it up. Hinatid niya na lang sa kamay ni Dindin.
This is is our Owishi. Oh wow! Moment of the game. Perez setting it up to Dindin Santiago. Owishi. Oh wow! Open up to everyday surprises. Urdas avoiding that double block. But Geyser was there. Tiamzon. Drop ball does not work. Santiago. Her drop ball doesn't fall. Santiago right there at the top of the net.
Back-to-back points for Dindin. A free ball given out. She's gonna be defended. Ito, medyo mataas yung bola, Dindin. Right there again. This time she attacks it.
A good effort though by Princess Set to try to block that hit by Dindin Santiago.
I believe that was on its way out, but Pablo still trying to get a touch.
Aliana Abad, second-year player for UP. Very sharp serve there. Santiago. Great form on that hit. And look at her body just fold in the air.
Oh, grabe. Ganda ng height ng set.
And that's what communication does. Ivy Perez is able to adjust the way she serves those balls to Dindin Santiago. But Santiago heads straight to the net. Service error number 12 for NU. We'll be back. About a while ago, Doc Ian, the line heading inside the arena in San Juan City for this game. And I believe this was even before 12 a.m.
Yeah.
12 p.m. excuse me. Because umulan pa yan after.
Yeah. Ngayon, they're all inside. I don't know if there's still some more space for the others who are still in line outside. And really, what a great afternoon of volleyball these folks right here are expecting.
Not here inside the arena in San Juan, thank you so much for joining us on Studio 23 as we continue to broadcast UAAP Season 75. This is the volleyball season, and every year the popularity of the game, the quality of the players, it's been going uphill.
And alam mo, yung fans natin, hindi lang basta nanonood, they really understand and analyze the games that we have. They know which games would be a good match and which teams would be a good match against each other, and alam nila kung sino yung medyo kailangan mag-improve o maghabol dun sa mga ibang teams, because they are really following this sport right now, and these teams as well. Montik na naman serves. Nakalusot lang.
Perez goes to the middle. Marzan in the ball game for the first time. Pablo getting denied there by the much smaller UP blockers. Del Mundo liking that one. Let's see it one more time.
Nice double block. Se and Del Mundo teaming up to get the block.
Santiago from the back row. Santiago apologizing to Coach Francis.
Again, it was a miss hit. But it was good. Ayan, tama naman. Pero, ayun, side spin on the ball. Not the top spin that she would have wanted. But still, she was able to get the point. So that's all that matters for Coach Francis.
Oh, another service error. And I really think that left hand is still bothering Ivy Perez, because I think that's the third service error, if I'm not mistaken, on Perez alone.
Well,
but 13 for NU as a team.
Maybe what she can do is tape the right hand as well. What do you think?
I don't know, man.
Think about it first.
Ito, Ivy Perez taking a rest. Guillema, who helped NU finish the job at the end of the second set by tossing it up to Dindin Santiago, is back on the floor. All right, let's go now to Bea Fabregas.
Anton and Ian, there were a couple of reminders during that huddle, and of course the first one was to Legazpi and to Abad, and they said they need to adjust the angle of their attack. And also, Coach Jared reminded the Lady Maroons na bantayan na ang directional spiker dahil doon nila makikita kung saan babagsak ang bola once that spiker is in the air. He wants them to guard the midcourt more instead of the sidelines, and as the huddle dispersed, Captain Aya Del Mundo said, "Come on guys, kapit tayo." Anton and Ian.
Thank you, Bea, for that report. UP just trying to do anything to try to stay in this game.
That's outside. Good read there by Marzan. This is normally the stage that NU pulls away, so let's see. Another service error.
Service error number 14.
Wow.
Marzan, the sophomore.
It's like a virus right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's infected with that service bug.
That's 14 service errors for NU. Nepomuceno now with her more familiar open hit.
Good set there by Guillermo.
Now, last year, the main setter of NU was Precious Salibad, so this is a different NU team here for season 75. Let's go now to Kat Salaw.
It's no wonder how much the NU Lady Bulldogs really love their coach Francis Vicente, as he really treats them like his girls, and that's a big factor in how they play well in the games. Coach Francis, or Sir Vince as they call him, adds humor to even the stressful moments, and it's very hands-on. Like during one timeout, stretching the right calf of Ivy Perez, who said it was getting a bit painful. Coach hopes that this positive vibe will push the girls to focus more, as he is not fond of this habulan ng points. He of course wants this to be the last set, and he says, "Laro muna, walang windang-windang." Anton and Ian?
Thank you, Katz. As Katz was delivering her report and talking about how Coach Francis is really hands-on with the players, he walked towards his players who were on the side
Warming
right now,
up.
and he handed the placard which the players carry when they come in for a player to one of the players from the bench, and she's about to check in for Myla Pablo. So let's see.
Let's see. It's a much tighter third set. UP not letting NU pull away. And Coach Francis sticking with Guillermo. Even if she now moves into the front line, this is the time that normally Perez comes back to replace Guillermo, because she's a taller blocker in the front row. But Coach Francis medyo sinabi kay Perez, teka muna, let's give her some time here in the front line.
I think Perez voluntarily wanted to check back in, and then Coach Francis told her, teka, wag muna. Let's see the response of Guillermo. Coach Francis showing some trust in the rookie as well.
Oh! Some ping-pong.
Oh, Santiago!
Hindi na ata tumalon si Dindin eh.
Guillermo. Oh, Dindin hesitated
yeah,
there.
she didn't approach, but that was the right set right there.
NU is scrambling at this point. NU having difficulty pulling away.
Alam mo, nagre-relax tong NU eh. See, they're just parang lahat half step late doon sa mga reaction time nila here in this third set.
UP is sticking close. Oh, misreception there by NU. Chance for UP to set up. Seg goes for the drop ball. Doesn't work. Guillermo again. Santiago hesitating. This time, oh, Santiago can't get the right sets right now.
Let's see.
One more time. This time they go to the open set though.
Still picked up though by the defense of UP. Let's see. Oh, hinulog. The libero's right there.
Doesn't work though. Birthday girl gets it. Ordas finally gets the job done for NU. That was a
Long
tiring rally.
Even for us.
16 to 14. You're watching UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball action brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports. We'll be back. Second game between Ateneo and LaSalle. Ateneo unbeaten at the top of the team standings with 6 wins, no defeats. But defending champions have a chance to tie things up at the end of the first round should they win today.
Expect this place to really rock in a couple of minutes. And itong game natin ngayon, NU and UP, who knows, it's a very tight one, Anton. 16 to 14, only 2 points up itong NU.
And despite NU being on top, there have been several moments wherein UP has rocked them.
Yeah. The defense of UP holding up in those plays, and it's the floor defense that's really giving UP the edge. I would say edge because they're still in step and still in a very good chance of stealing the set from NU.
And now Coach Francis Vicente up from the bench, barking out instructions, wanting to make sure that NU does not relax here, but that one goes wide. So it's just a 1-point lead for NU.
Again, this is a gamble from Coach Vicente. Guillerma still on the floor.
The rookie setter. Coach Francis Vicente, UST alumnus. Played 5 seasons for the Growling Tigers with 3 UAP championships as a player. Now in his 3rd season as the head coach of NU. There's another former UAP player, Coach Jarod Obalde. Also played 5 seasons for UP. Michelle Tew, her sister playing for LaSalle in our 2nd game, Justine Tew.
Back-to-back aces right there.
Now, Coach Jarod, sensing the urgency of the situation, calls for time.
Hindi na pwede natin ma-lead, okay? Kung ano yung gagawin natin. Okay, so kailangan lang mangyari is, kuhanin mo natin yung first ball. Okay, mag-start muna tayo sa very basic. Okay, kuhanin mo natin doon, saka tayo mag-create ng play. Okay, so make sure lang na magtutulungan kayo dyan. 4-man receive tayo ngayon eh. Okay, kaya hatabi na sa cliche, tulong ka rin. Usap lang kayo kung ano yung mangyayari dyan. Okay, so ano lang, try lang natin na makuha. Okay, ito, maka-one stop tayo para makonfigure natin kung ano yung pwede natin mangyayari. Let's go.
Again, in order to set up their offense, they need to receive the ball properly. Those are the instructions of 2nd-year head coach Jarod Obalde. Let's see how the Lady Maroons will respond as NU closes in on taking this game. They are up 2 sets to none, leading in the 3rd set, 19 to 15. UP not going away though.
Able to squeeze that one past the blockers.
Pam Legaspi making some contributions here for the Lady Maroons in this game. Another one of those 7 rookies on the UP side. Guillerma goes to the middle. Marzan, nothing there. Again, Legaspi tries for that open hit.
Nice.
Pablo. Legaspi once again, dug up by the birthday girl, Jen Reyes. Santiago adjusting.
That was so high. But still, the defenders of UP not able to reach. Ganun sila katakot doon sa malakas na palo ni Din. They were really expecting a really powerful hit, but look at how Din softly adjusts and all of them like nailed to the floor. Not able to respond to that drop shot of Din.
If there was a stat for the number of times a player had to adjust the way she
yeah.
hits the ball, Din's number 1, undoubtedly. Because like you were explaining a while ago, it's very difficult to set the ball up to such a tall player.
That's right. Unless you're a tall setter as well. But if you're a short setter, which is the usual case that we see here, ang layo kasi nung paghahatiran mo ng bola to the height that Dindin wants it. So, huge adjustment for the setter, but more so for Dindin because she has to adjust the two setters in a match. No? Like the way Coach Francis has been shuffling his players for this game.
Now, it seems that that virus that you were talking about has infected the setters of NU, because a while ago it was Perez having trouble getting a simple serve over. Now it's the second setter, Guillerma.
They're just throwing away points in that serve. So
they've thrown away 15 points already, to be exact.
Almost one set thrown away. If that's that goes on for another couple of points.
And Coach Francis does not want his team to throw this opportunity away. They would like to end the first round on a high note.
Straight sets if possible.
Yeah, back-to-back straight set wins if they can finish the job here against UP. Guillerma to Typhoon.
Nice.
Pablo.
Nice set, nice hit.
Signal number 11. Pablo. Spectacular hit right there. Now another player coming off the bench. Fatima General. One of 4 rookies on this NU squad. So now Coach Francis giving an opportunity also to his new players to get some burn here, and perhaps trying to get them used to playing in front of such a big crowd as well.
Totoo yun, importante yun.
Mandapat comes in for Kai Nepomuceno. Mandapat is a junior, third-year player. So this is the group that Coach Francis leaves on the floor. He's looking more at his bench.
Kung sino pa ang pwedeng
kung sino pa ang pwede.
hatakin.
One player that was used heavily last year that we haven't seen much of here in UAP Season 75, Mina Aganon. Aganon has only been fielded in 2 games so far. And here she is. I was just talking about Mina Aganon making her 3rd appearance here in UAP Season 75. Carmina Aganon.
It's the final, it's match point, I should say, for NU.
Birthday girl digs it up. Can Aganon finish the job? Drop ball does not work. Coach Francis did not like that one.
Pagka ganun, dapat palo eh.
Mandapat finishes the job for National University. One more time. Guillerma to Mandapat, bounding it off the hands of Persola. And that officially gave the Lady Bulldogs win number 4 here in UAAP Season 75.
That's right, and we were talking about this, Anton. This moves them up in the standings to solo 4th after the straight set win.
All right, we'll be back to close out our first ball game. Keep it right here at Studio 23. The show here, closing the first round on a high note, winning 2 straight games in straight sets. There you see the Lady Bulldogs in a celebratory mood right now, and our best player of the game, the birthday girl, Jen Reyes, is at courtside with Kat Salaw.
First of all, happy birthday, Jen Reyes. Now, kamusta naman itong birthday gift sa'yo? Okay lang naman. Talagang pinagandaan talaga namin yung laro ngayon. Talagang yung birthday gift nila sa akin, sobrang saya kasi lahat kami nagtulong-tulong sa court. Andy. Tsaka si Jem daw. Hi. Tapos yung Gasillas family. Okay, thanks and happy birthday, Anton.
Jen Reyes, the current best libero statistically at this point of UAAP season 75.
right.
And you hear that? You hear that?
Ayan na. De La Salle and Ateneo is up next, Anton.
Your thoughts on that game, Doc?
I don't want to predict anything right now. But definitely, you've got Mozi Rivera and Boom Gonzalez coming up with this great match. You definitely don't want to miss it.
Don't go away. Keep it right here on Studio 23 as Gretchen Ho and the rest of the Lady Eagles look to stay unbeaten at the end of the first round as they take on the defending champions, De La Salle University, in front of this jam-packed crowd in the arena in San Juan City. On behalf of our director, Raul Del Campo, Bea Fabregas, Kat Salo, my partner, Doc Ian Laurel, I'm Anton Ross saying thank you so much for your unwavering support of UAAP Season 75. This is brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports. Don't go away. Ateneo versus La Salle is coming up next.
Season 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament.